Fuck off, Luck. Fuck off.
Good morning! Happy time zone, friends. Welcome. Deb, I'm glad you could be here today. It's nice to see you, especially at this time of year. Taxes are busy, I know. I'm glad to hear it. Please be kind with your sooty choice. I'm kidding. And welcome in, Luck. Good to hear you. I literally laughed out loud when you're like, I'm here, we can begin. It's okay, I'm good. Like, yep, I've arrived. I love it. I love it. Welcome, friends. Happy time zone. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had with a green Lego brick. Okay. If you we can definitely do green Lego brick. Okay. If you want to do the one that we put on the list for you, we certainly can. I'm just like working myself up to that challenge. I don't know where my brain is going right now. But, weekend, that's what I'm doing. I had a very busy Saturday. I got all of the Soot Sprites that we made last week and the week before, edited and stickerified, so they're all ready in display. I haven't put them in the nebula, I didn't get that far. Because yesterday I ended up with a little bit of food poisoning and just did not feel like doing anything yesterday. So, or a little bit of something. Not yet. We'll say that one. That's for when you have a not for when you have a massive Soot Sprite to me. Okay, fair enough. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for the reprieve. I've did not set up my camera this morning. I don't know if this is even in focus when it changes. Why did you not change? There we go. Alrighty. I was making the city blanks while I was waiting for stream to start because we've got lots to get through. We still have 32 to do. Oh no, food poisoning, delayed reaction to the birthday sushi. No, I don't think so. I'm not even totally sure what it was. Because it didn't happen like when I'd eaten anything recently. Like usually when you get food poisoning, it hits you within a couple of hours, right? Or at least it starts to. So I made myself some soup for lunch Saturday. Saturday night, Hunter brought home soup for dinner. My brain was totally fried after spending the whole day editing cities that he just brought home soup for everybody. And he brought home my favorite soup for me from one place and Little Hunter and Hunter's favorite soup. I know. Favorite soup from another place. And so I sit down and I have my soup and I'm fine. I get up Sunday morning. I have my coffee and a muffin for breakfast. And then gross. And then I was just out of it all day. So, like, I don't even know what caused it. And then I had more, I'd had my coffee and my muffin, and then I had more of my soup for lunch. And then, like before I'd even finished eating my soup, it hit me. So it couldn't have been the soup, because it had been too many hours from the last sitting, and not enough hours from that one. It theoretically could have been the muffin, but I don't think so. And I've been eating from that batch of muffins, like, since Thursday when Hunter brought them home. So I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is that I seem to be mostly better. And, yeah. But I couldn't figure out for the life of me what caused it. Peeking in is looking like a busy work day, so I'll probably be on the minimal side of chat. No worries, Agent. We miss you, but happy Monday. So far, so good. Feeling better so far. And we do have all of the sooties all up in chat, all up in there. Why am I saying that? Already, so, for stickerification. So that's exciting. But yes, we're gonna start with one with a green brick. 4 days. Whee! Oh, what are we putting up? I'm assuming we're putting up one. Ooh, a dealer's choice. Okay. I'm. Can you guess which one I'm gonna do? Can you guess? Can you guess which one I'm gonna do? Yeah, yes, you did surprise me with the sooty choice. I appreciate the kindness of letting me wait until I do your wheelchair. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we did. Derp! There we go. We're recovering up Gorb, so we'll might as well just switch it to the chat log now. I got my derp. Ain't he cute? Oh my gosh! That'll be down the road. It gives you some time to experiment and plan in the background. Yeah, I think I have a more or less the idea of how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it more or less like the one on a lounge chair. So it's kind of got like that 3/4 profile look to what would be like the chair itself. And I think that that's probably going to be my best bet. It's still going to be a lot of delicate work because, I mean, like, it's a wheelchair, but I think I can make it work. I might have to do... Hello! Welcome back, chatters! Good to see you again, friend, and thank you! What a wonderful way to say hello! Totally unnecessary. But thank you.
Throw some bits on it.
There are some bits on it. That is always a good way to make anything better, is to throw some bits on it, right? Just toss them on there. Okay. I'm gonna finish this one last blank. Maybe. I don't think it wants to be finished. And then we're gonna make one with a green Lego brick. And we're gonna work through all of our Soot Sprites. Because we still have 32 to go. 32. You gotta do the sprinkle! Oh, sprinkle! Sprinkle and throw bits.
You gotta do the chef sprinkle to throw bits on it, lol.
There we go. We'll just sprinkle bits. I love it. Okay. We need our green. So I'm slowly running out of this green. I can't even remember what we mixed it for. And it's just, it's been adopted as the green for, like, anything in the sooty color. Like sooty shirts, sooty hats, sooty books. I feel like this has become, like, the theme green. And I'm gonna run out of it, and I'm not gonna be sure how to blend more of it. I'm gonna have to try and figure that out. Because it would feel weird to not do it. Although, what is, maybe make a Shrek looking city? Maybe. I mean, I could probably do that, and I could probably still do that in black. I would just change the shape of the head slightly, which I feel like would fit into my self-imposed rules for that. Gotta love that warm welcome when you come back to say hello. You guys are, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We try to be welcoming. We try to make everybody feel comfortable here. That's what we do. Chattersbacks. I don't know if that's what the BKZ is, but to me that feels like Chattersbacks. Chatterbacks. You're back. Okay. I need white. I need white clay for eyes. Okay. It's the beauty of small communities on Twitch. I mean, you get that in some big communities too. But that's one of the things I love most about small communities is you usually get people knowing each other and chatting with each other, and it's beautiful. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Me, I agree. These are going to be way too big of eyes. Okay. It's actually Chatterbox. Okay, but you can call me anything except late for dinner, but I don't have my soundboard up. I need that. There we go. There we go. Soundboard achieved. Why is this light like really in my face? I know I moved the lights a little bit from when I was doing the photography of the Sooties on the weekend, but it's really weird that it is so like that right now. Because I didn't change any of the settings on that camera for it to be washing me out that much. Oh well. Maybe it's just because it's a bright sunny day outside, but I've got all the blinds closed? I don't know. I'm gonna give up talking about it. I don't get it. And they're like, what? Yeah, I know, right? Okay, we have the beginnings of eyes. I'm going to need to get out black paint. Alright, black paint. Alright, we have eyes. Let's see if I can tilt this down just a little bit. And then that should... There we go. Keep it off my face a little bit, but still on my desk. Okay. When I come back, I usually feels like a summer cool breeze because people are nice, but sometimes people make me feel like I'm that itch between your tongue and inner ear, annoying and hard to get rid of. Oh, I hate that itch. But no, I try not to treat anybody like that. That wouldn't be nice. I mean, let's face it, I've been that itch to people before too, so I don't like the way it feels to be treated that way, so... Drugstore, just call me again. You need to pick up your meds. Yes, we know, but when I'm in a limited hours and literally open while my mom is... Yeah, right? That's always tough. Locke is that itch, yep. But you're not. We love it when you come back. You keep this place lively. I had an ex-boyfriend who described himself as sandpaper underwear. There were definitely moments he was, too, so... Not literally, but that irritating. I was with him for 5 years, I should know. I have another analogy that's worse. Oh, do we want to hear it? Mama's going when the extra coworker comes in later today before they go on lunch. Fair enough, right? You gotta squeeze it in when you can sometimes. Hello, Kiki! Struble. Please tell me you've started watching... Why is this so bright in my face right now? Please tell me you've started watching the new Avatar. I've seen like the first 2 episodes with Hunter last night of the new live action Avatar. Oh my god, it is so good. It is so good. I had to like literally channeling my my inner Sokka today because it is so good. The casting for Sokka is so bang on that it drew me in immediately. I wasn't really expecting to be super excited about watching. I'm like, oh, it'll be nice, it'll be good, and whatever. But then I sat and like I watched it, and just Sokka is so bang on, like with his facial expressions. Like he does that like deadpan flat mouth look so perfectly. And like he's got like the dry sarcastic humor down. Like it is just, oh, it is so good. No promise we'll watch with my friend. Okay, excellent. Okay, wait, taco, to some people, I'm that tickle on the back of your sphincter after a Taco Bell binge. I can't say I've ever know what that is, but that is definitely an interesting way of describing it. I've never had Taco Bell, I can only imagine. We're watching, you're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. See, I don't do a lot of reading on the internet, so that did not pop out of my brain as what it was, is what that meant. And it is so good. I've tried to get Little Hunter to watch, the original animated Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I got them a couple episodes in, and they, like, gave up. But, the new live action is so good. No. Exactly, right? Like, they got rid of the sexism. He's still very cynical. He's still very, prideful kind of thing. But but the sexism is gone. It took me a bit too long. That's okay. I've heard it. Yeah. And I guess there's some controversy because the casting call for Sokka was for indigenous people, indigenous actors, and like the tribe he's registered with isn't actually a registered tribe, so there's debate about his ethnicity, but I don't know, if you exclude that part of it, it is his casting is so perfect. I think it's not so bad. Yeah, and I read something from what the actor was saying, like, there's still a lot of character growth in the character's arc. They just took that out of it, right? Stupid phone, I'm not adding words to my messages. That's not what I was trying to say. Whoops! According to my count, we have 30... Yes, that is what my count says, too. I am glad the math seems right. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, but, I mean, for him, like, the actor himself is, like, perfect for the role. It's making it for me. It takes a little bit to get, like, to really feel Katara, I felt. But I guess we'll see how it goes later when Katara really comes into her own personality. She's not super personality driven at the beginning. Of any of the avatars, like in general. She comes into her own later, but But everything else seems really good so far. Yeah, Katara is fierce, always was, but she definitely matured during season 3, right? Yeah. I was true. My mom is the chillest mom on the planet. Gives good omens, decent to watch with her. Oh no. We're finishing Ted Lasso before we move on to Avatar, but I did promise to watch it with her. Fair enough, fair enough. Watch it when you watch it. I was just like, I need to share this with Struble when they come in today, because I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is just so perfect. I need to share this with Struble. With Struble. No, Struble. Okay, let's make a Lego brick. I think I'm gonna make it just straight face on, because, I mean, that's the way it's gonna be most recognizable. Yeah, this mud is just for us fans, right? I think it's on the list. I'm pretty sure it's on the list, because Deb pulled it up to find it. So, I should probably have the list up myself. I was sure there was Lego on here. Oh my gosh. Not on the list. Okay, apparently that's loud. Excuse me while I turn that down. Because that scared the living daylights out of me. You came up with it new. Oh, good. Excellent. Well, I still need to have my list up, so... Woo! Okay. What's going on here? Okay. I forgot we had the commit. Oh, whoo, yes. VIPs can get my attention, apparently very loudly. Saving you squinty eye time. Was I really looking that squinty eyed? Oh, damn it. Alright. I'm just gonna make a bigger piece and start from there. I'm really fidgety right now and not really focused. I'll get there, but I'm not there yet today. Yes, I know, the derp face is so good. I love the derp face. Agent redeemed the sooty sticker and let me have my pick, so I totally went immediately for the blurp. I did medicate this morning. But I medicate every morning, and I'm not always this unfocused. In fact, it often helps me focus, so I don't know. It's your birthday week. Oh, happy birthday week. Okay. I'm gonna have to make sure I fix the happy birthday redeem and bring it back then for this week. I've been planning on fixing it and bringing it back, but now I feel like I've got good reason to. I'll have to figure out how to make that a GIF and not a movie, so we can bring that back. Alright. Let's make a Lego brick. It's on Wednesday. Ooh! Alright. That's a pretty good birthday. You get both me and Art and Jest. I mean, from a streaming standpoint. and about to enter my last year of early 30s. Okay then. I am well past my last year of my early 30s. Alright, that seems about right for the Lego brick size. Oops, I'm out of screen. Let's see if I can fix this camera angle a little for that. Okay. Oh. There we go. That should do. There we go. All right. I got you. It's not your birthday anymore, so I'm back to hoarding points. Hoard away, friend. Hoard away. Alright. There's our Lego brick, and I flipped it upside down so that the spot that would have been up against the tile is now face up, so it'll be, what's the word? Crisper, flatter, more even. Those are words. Alright, so now how do we make 6 perfectly circular little blobs? I mean, I'm assuming I'm gonna do much like I do with the eyes, where I flatten them. Meeting in 4 minutes is going to be a long one. Ooh, gross, but at least it'll be out of the way. I did get a bunch of cutters, and I showed them off last week. When they came in, they were from Agent for my birthday. From the throne list from my birthday stream. But we're not going to get a chance to use them for a little bit yet. At least not this week. This week is still pretty much... I suppose none that are that tiny. Well, actually... some of them might be. We could try. Now, the smallest of the small is probably a little too big for one this size, because that's the smallest of the small, which is pretty tiny. Which is pretty tiny, but it's too big for this. Not by a lot, though. I won a shirt and dandies on Thursday. Nice! And I got here Saturday. I love that there's a fourth wall station in my state. I know, right? I have a fourth wall station that is literally like an hour and a half drive, like an hour's drive from here. It's in Mississauga. So, like, Struble, when I got Struble stickers, they were like, wow, that was fast. I'm like, yeah, because it's pretty much right here. Like, I got it, like, the next day after it was mailed from the one that I got from Struble's, and that was exciting. I usually get ones from Brenda mostly quickly. Sometimes it takes longer, but I think maybe... I'd have to double check. I think a lot, they're still produced in Mississauga a lot of the time. Yeah, whatever you call them. I don't know what to call them either, but I agree. They're pretty fast when you're lucky enough to have one close by. And it's a really interesting marketing or business model to do that, right? Like, if you get the print houses set up at various places, so that like reduces down on shipping time and everything else, it also spreads out the business to other print houses, because you imagine they're probably not all in-house. They probably license out the work to local print houses and stuff like that too, right? They just have to have a contract with them to do, like, to piecemeal that out, or whatever the term is. I'm not getting the right one, but you know what I mean? Like, that's just got to be it. Yeah, I know, right? That was pretty awesome. These might even be a little too small. We'll see. No, those will probably be about right. I am so looking forward to spring right now. I've gotten was it, the Diener Digs, oh yeah, Digs it worked. Enjoy your work, Lurk. Oh, also, that reminded me, the Nightbot for the Pride shop. I have to make an announcement regarding that. I had to, increase the cost of shipping on the Pride merch items. It turns out that Canada Post will no longer send anything that doesn't have just paper in it by letter mail. So when I take them to the post office, they can tell that there's something in it that isn't paper, and they put it through as a small package. So I was getting away with really inexpensive shipping because it's because I was sending them by letter mail, but they're no longer letting me do that. So it's much more expensive sending it a small packet, and I had no choice but to increase the shipping on the Pride items. I'm gonna come up with a different solution for the Pride items, so that way we can fix that. Like, I'm going to come up with something that I can do print house through Fourth Wall, or that I can produce and still send letter mail. We'll see what I can figure out. Me still sending through letter mail will probably be better, because that's going to be the best cost, but I'll have to, like, come up with things that I can make that work for that. I do have one project on the go that I was thinking of doing that would work for it, that I could then do as like a print. So maybe we'll start working on that after we're done the Soot Sprites. Because I'm losing too much money on donating to charity, so I'm happy to lose a little, but I can't lose all of it. So I kind of didn't have much of a choice. But I'm trying to come up with a solution that will have lower price of shipping, so that we can still make it be something people want to invest in. I think that's a great shirt. Oh, which shirt was it? I missed it. It's a dino's gotta do what a dino's gotta do. Oh, that's a good shirt. I was thinking Diener Diggs since she was doing studio. Okay, fair enough. Post prices are stupid. Yeah, they are, especially from Canada. They are ridiculous from Canada. Canada Post has the worst shipping. I started looking into using like a third-party shipping service and stuff like that to see if I could use a discount shipper that would save me money. And for the most part, no, it didn't. So I'm like, fine, I'll just stick with Canada Post. I don't want to have to go through somebody that I don't know how good of value they are. You know, when I don't know them, I've never used them. So I kind of had... yeah, of course I the 2x6 brick is like the most iconic, I think. Like brick size. To fix the shape of this one, it's not round well enough, so it'll flatten funny if I don't fix it first. can. So I'm going to come up with some other things that I can, like, make stickers of or whatever for the support pride. There we go. That turned out pretty good. Here, I'll get you a close-up since it's mighty tiny. Lego brick! And at least when you ship to me, Canada Post is super fast. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's generally not too bad, like, in terms of shipping speed and stuff like that. I mean, it is a really large post service. Like, they have pretty good logistics. It's just that their costs are super high. And I mean, and that's not even totally Canada Post's problem. Oh, thank you. It's not even totally Canada Post's fault. A lot of the problem with Canada Post is that the shipping costs in general, especially for outgoing mail, are ridiculous, and it's not their fault. It's the way things get shipped. Especially if it's not airmail. Anything that's airmail is expensive because it's airmail, of course. But anything that even that goes out by ship, the way shipping works in North America is really dumb, or especially in Canada. Canada, for the most part, isn't considered its own place to ship to, because there's really only one major port in Vancouver that does a lot of our container shipping, right? So most of the stuff that gets shipped via container actually goes into ports in like the Gulf of Mexico and places like that. So they literally have to go like through the Panama Canal, depending on where they're coming from, or coming across the Atlantic, or coming across the Atlantic, and then they have to go up through North America. So not only are you paying, like, to ship something, when you're paying to ship something to Canada from, like, Europe, and it's going on a shipping container, you're actually paying to ship it through the United States up to Canada instead of, say, to a port in, like, PEI or, like, Nova Scotia or New Brunswick or whatever. It's so dumb, and our shipping costs are so expensive because Canada isn't really considered, it's in shipping containers, and it's so awful. Yeah, it costs way too much for dumb reasons. I need liquid clay. All right. Just gonna find a place to put this so I'm less likely to stick my hand in it. Every time I use liquid Sculpey and I put it on my tile, I end up putting my hand in it. I'll be a little bit more careful with how I put down the liquid Sculpey, because a bunch of the ones from these bunches over here, I put too much liquid Sculpey down, and you could see it in the final product a little bit in the photography, and it's tough to edit out when I do that, because I try and edit out the blemishes and stuff like that. This wasn't challenging enough, and I'm okay with it. That's okay. You can always make more other challenging suggestions. I'm not really doing only the, like, individual requests right now because I got so many to go. So, I mean, if you have other suggestions, by all means. Alright, so there's our first Lego. Alright. I didn't get all the new Soot Sprites, like, physically put into the nebula. They're still sitting all over here on my desk. I just didn't get a chance for that, so... Because by the time I was done editing them, like doing the photography and editing, I'm like, I'm done. I'm so done. My brain was so fried. Like, I couldn't even cook dinner that night. My brain was so fried. And that's okay. No worries. keep making personal requests. I'm happy for that. And then Sunday I was laid up and didn't get anything done. So they're still physically here, but at least I got them edited and into the display. I'm so excited. My derp is there. He's making me happy. Okay. All right. Back to work. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's do one at random. There we go. Let's start there with a mop. Okay, cool. We'll do easy. I like easy. Mops are easy. Cup, welcome in. I was going to pick Sooty and a random number. I'll do that next year, by all means. We have eyes. Did derp happen one of the days I wasn't here? I don't remember seeing that one made. I'm pretty sure we made derp Friday? No, derp was made Wednesday. Because you were here Monday, which was the birthday stream. And then we did Wednesday and Friday, right? That's what we've had since then. My brain does not understand time. Yeah, so I think we made it on Wednesday. Because you were here on Monday, but you were at work on Wednesday and Friday, I think. Yeah, you're in your little corner, yeah. Derp was Friday? Okay, maybe it was. I don't really... Time has no meaning in my brain sometimes. Like, at all. Yeah, my brain does not do time at all. What is time? I don't know. Alright, so here's some off-white. I need some brain. I need some brain. I do. I need some brown. Days are a scam! February 29th does not exist. Days are a scam. That sounds like way more conspiracy theory than I meant it to. February 29th absolutely exists, and from a scientific standpoint it absolutely should. Okay? Why was I at work Wednesday? Oh yeah, our friends came in for taxes and then we went out for dinner. Oh, that's nice! Again, I wanted to work with clocks for a living. Time is an invention of day, and days are a scam. It's right. It totally is true. It's funny that, like, time is a concept. Like, it's a construct. It's a human construct. I mean, physically, from a scientific standpoint, time passes. It is a measurable thing, but it passes at different rates depending on where you are in the universe and everything else. Like, it's not a constant. And it's one of those things that it blows your minds when you think about that time is different no matter where you are. And also that there was a point in time in human evolution, or humanoid evolution perhaps, before we were actually Homo sapiens. I don't know when this physically started, but time didn't exist. People didn't think of hours and minutes. They didn't physically exist. It was just time passed. But what's time, right? Like, that breaks your brain. I totally broke Little Hunter one day telling them that, and they're like, I told Under about it, he's like, please don't break my child with existential dread. But this year it does, yes, because it's a leap year, yep. It'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure little Hunter will probably get, like, an extra little, like, lesson at school on leap years. We talked about it this morning, and why leap years happen, because they were asking about it, but a thing that is time exists, but the way we interact with it is so relative to our experience, and the systems we use are largely made up. Absolutely. 100%. Time is fascinating. It was just fun breaking my kid's brain with time didn't exist once. Like, what comes before time, then? It's so great that we take things for granted, yes. Like the fact that time exists is something we totally take for granted. Unless you're, you know, like an astrophysicist. Then you probably don't take time for granted. Or theoretical physicists and astrophysicists probably don't take time for granted. Everybody else takes time for granted. Maybe certain disciplines of mathematics don't take time for granted. Calculus, for example, probably does not take time for granted. I hated calculus. I was never very good at calculus. I liked it. It was a very interesting challenge, but I was never very good at it. I could never actually I couldn't understand the concepts well enough, and I could never solve my equations. I did not do well in that class. I just barely passed. That is one of the main reasons why I did not get into early admissions for the astronomy program when I went to university. I was accepted under late admission, but by the time I got my late admission acceptance letter, I had gone through a massive trauma in my life, and I was no longer in a place where I was ready to go to school. And it's really kind of funny, because had I done good in calculus and got in first round of admissions, I would have a very different life. Because I wouldn't have had that thing happened. I would have just gone to university, and my life would have been very different. So calculus is the reason I have the life I have today. I wonder how many astrophysicists also don't think about it an hour in their regular day flow far into their career when they get before understanding of time as relative reaches of the concept of day-to-day and the realization hits. I don't know. I guess it depends. I mean, I would assume a lot of them probably hit that part while they're still going through their education, right? I mean, if we're going through it and we're not literally immersing ourselves in it all day, every day, I would assume that the people who are come to those conclusions a little faster. That is probably enough. No, one more, I think. We are nearing 11sies, just so everyone is aware. Got about 6 minutes. I'm hoping my bladder holds out that long, because my bladder is not agreeing very well with me today. She uppity today. Alright. Why do I feel like I've made a mop before? Is this one we didn't delete before and we should have? I have one with a mop! Darn it! Look at all this work I did, and then we already have one. I knew it. What number was that? It took me way too long to realize that I had already made this before. Alright. Yeah, but I suspect if it takes some time sometimes when learning something in a technical context, it sometimes doesn't mesh with the things we've been used to our whole lives, and then suddenly one day it does, which is fine. This is true, right? You're so focused on one aspect of it, you're not necessarily thinking about the other implications of it. And then again, the kinds of people who become astrophysicists might well have thought enough about this to get there beforehand. Exactly. Like, that's kind of my take on it. I really should eat soon, but there's a grocery delivery in an hour or two, and I want to wait for it. My body doesn't quite agree. You do not need to ADHD that food. That is your ADHD talking. Please feed your body. Please feed your body. All right. I've already made a mop. I've got to have the sticker for it too by now. I'm sure I do. Why did I totally forget about this? Yeah, but in 2 hours I'll have fresh bread in the house. You can still eat fresh bread even after you eat now. 2 hours is enough time to gain back at least enough appetite for fresh bread. A chicken hat. Okay. I can do a chicken hat. I want to see if I have mop on this list though. There, yeah, I have a mop on this list. Like, it's there. It's ready. Yeah, but one isn't, and they might be here now. Oh, fair enough. Notice the number 2 is 42. Seems good. I like that number for lots of reasons. Okay, alright, we're going to do with the chicken hat, which is great, because we can do this mostly in white. I'm going to turn the head upside down for this one, though. It's going to have really low eyes. Actually, no, those are too low. I'm just going to put new eyes on another one, and we'll use that one for something else in a bit. If I had been a guaranteed 2 hours when I noticed I was hungry, I would have eaten that. Fair enough. Fair enough. I now want to make fresh bread. It means I won't have fresh bread until tomorrow, because I'm usually lazy and do the no-knead overnight bread. But now I want to bake bread. I wish I had the spoon spring bread. That's why I tend to make the overnight bread. It requires very little spoons. It is literally, you put 4 ingredients in a bowl, mix it up, leave it sit for 8 hours or more, up to 24 at room temperature. Put it on a floured surface, Then you preheat an oven with a Dutch oven in it. And while your oven is preheating, you take your bread, you roll it into a ball, and you let it rise for another hour. Like, you don't even have to knead it. You literally just roll it into a ball. Let it rise for an hour. Put it in the oven. And then it's done. So easy. And that's the only way I make bread. Because, like, if I had to knead it and let it rest, let it rise, come back, knead it again, let it rest, let it rise, I would never make bread. I did that once. I made sourdough once, and it was a thing. And I will probably never ever do it again. But making, like, the no knead overnight bread is so easy. Even I can do it. I only realized when I accidentally ordered the pre-sliced bread that I don't have the spoons to cut bread many days. Oh, fair enough. It's hard to overstate how little I have to go on most days. I understand. I mean, I am thankfully in a place where I do have a fair amount of spoons most days, but I understand. I have been there, so. All right, we are going to have an ad roll in about 30 seconds, and I really, really need to use the bathroom today. So, we're going to go a few seconds early, and we're going to go have our 11Zs. I'm going to go make tea. So everybody take care of yourself. Grab a drink, look away from your screens for a minute, take your meds if you need them, and stretch. And we'll be back real soon. Alright, we are back. It's harder to, I also, the kitchen is perpetually a mess, so up until 2 weeks ago, making bread would include 2 rounds of dishes. I feel that one. My kitchen being a mess is, a factor in my executive dysfunction as well. And it was one of the first things that I learned to force myself to get through, when I was starting to really struggle with my executive function. I have a unique thing with my ADHD where I'm one of the kinds of people who kind of developed very obsessive compulsive like symptoms to overcompensate for my ADHD. So I, for the most part, have a fairly clean and tidy house, or tidy, not always, or like clean and fairly tidy house. Like, I'll have like little doom spots and things like that, but for the most part, things are tidy because that's the only way I can function. Things have a place, and if they don't, I get really stressed out because I can't function and like get the stuff done without it. So I get that one. I have a computer question for anybody who might know. Let me type it out. Sure, I can try. Chicken hat. Right, that's what we're doing. So I'm going to need a little red and a little orange. It's going to need a beak, and it's going to need, well, what's the thing up here called? I can't remember what it's called. Somebody's gonna remember and tell me, I'm sure. I know this one is the wattle, but I can't remember what this one is. A comb? Yes, that's right, a coxcomb. That's what I'm thinking of. So I set up my aunt's computer and stupidly used my Microsoft account to set it up. Question is, can I log out and still have access, or can I log out and her still have access, or is Microsoft going to yell at her for not having an account? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think you need to have a Microsoft account for things to work as much as people make it out to be. But I mean, at the very least, you can set one up and then never use it if it comes to it. But I don't think you actually need Microsoft and a Microsoft account to make things function. It makes things function better a lot of the times. I mean, also worse sometimes, but... But yeah, if it does yell at you, just make her an account. Because you don't need to check it or anything. If you, like, hit the mail button, it'll open that one by default. Unless you change it to. But, like, for the most part, I don't think you actually need one. And, honestly, the computer might be less annoying if one isn't logged in. It might periodically ask to be logged in. But you can probably silence that alert. Like, you can probably find a way to permanently silence that alert. And then it's not always going to give you the stupid, like, your OneCloud is something, and your something is something, announcements all the time, so. She literally uses Facebook. Yep. Sounds about right for a lot of people. As long as she signed into Faceplant, then everything she needs is set up, and you shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Let's make a chicken hat. A doo 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 doo. I know that's a chicken dance, but I like it. And I realized we were sharing, and I do some stuff that she doesn't need to see. Fair enough. Hello, Jessie Cat. Welcome in. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Jessie Cat. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, delicious, delicious tea. Yes. I need to make that a button. I also have delicious, delicious tea today. My stomach is still a little off from yesterday, so I skipped the coffee today for just tea. And so, yes. Delicious, delicious tea. What kind of tea do you have? I have Earl Grey. All right. So I feel like gonna need to put more under here because I want it to sit up a little. I just told my dad I do stuff. I'm in trouble now. Apple, cinnamon, and raisin. Ooh, nice. Sounds lovely. Alright, there is my base chicken shape. Like, I'm going very, Kuko? Kuko, is that what it is? The, like, Legend of Zelda chicken look is my idea here. Kuko, right? It's a Kuko, right? What's the
My
right
sprinkler
word?
goes like this and comes back like t t t t t t t t t t t t t t t t t t
Oh, Jessica!
t.
Thank you for giving something fun for TTS to do. TTS was bored and needed something fun to do. TTS appreciates you. Oh, clean. Yeah, I changed my password to remove her device, and now her device is saying she's not logged in. Fair enough. Those sparkles are cute. The glitter. Alright. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Dink! Thank you for flicking a bit at me. And she's old and doesn't understand what's going on. She's not good with computers. Yeah, if all she does is Facebook, it's probably pretty evident that she... Oh, that was a fail. Bad drop game. Bad drop game. Poor Jessie Cat. Just... Thank you for flicking a bit at me. So let's make a little bit of a funky tail. I don't think it'll reset the whole thing, because it doesn't really physically need it to work. It just wants you to have it. Some of the features might be inaccessible or a little bit tougher to use, but if she's not really using them, it doesn't really matter, so... can understand feeling a bit lost in a sea of options, but I've never understood people who just fundamentally don't understand how to interact with technology. It's very alien to me. To be fair, I feel the same way, but I am definitely a product of my age. I grew up with technology, so learning technology is fairly intuitive to me, but I can certainly understand how for a lot of people it's not, just because they didn't grow up with the need to have like that technology adaptiveness this to the same degree. But yeah, it's weird to me that people don't always get things either. Like, it's true. I don't know how to interact with most people either. I'm slowly starting to finally get better at it in this stage of my life. Between Twitch and being a crossing guard, I'm getting much better at talking to people. Like, for the most part, I think part of the problem was I used to be able to talk to people when I was younger, even in my 20s. But the problem was I talked too much. And eventually, people disliked me for that. And I think that that's when I got really awkward and started having problems interacting with people because I didn't know how to do it without being my bright, big, bubbly, talkative self. So it was this balance of don't be yourself, but be yourself. And how do I do that? So I'm now getting to a point where I kind of understand a little better about how to be social and still be myself. I also care a lot less if people think I'm talking too much. Screw them. Too bad. I'm having a great time. I'm sorry if you think I'm weird and off-putting. I'm having a wonderful time. Like, too bad. Oh, well, when you're 78 and technology has really changed and only been around a quarter of that time. Exactly. Like, I get that. I get that. But I've never really understood how to interact with Yeah, exactly, right. Sorry, I read that part already. Okay. I could do it a handful of burnouts, a gender realization, and an autism... Okay, brain. Go back to the beginning and absorb the words as you're going. I could do it a handful of burnouts, a gender realization, and an autism unmasking ago. Fair enough. I am currently shellless and staying in my bubble. You know what? And it's true. It's true. I definitely feel like I've come out of my shell. But thankfully, in coming out of my shell, I've required my bubble less. That's not necessarily true for everyone. I mean, I certainly bubble around certain people because God help me if I didn't, but... Alright. You know, we all have those things. Not everybody has worked through as many things as I have, right? Like, I can't... That's clearly... Not everybody is at the same stage, ever. Brain. My brain started to read tea makes Sun Cup something. That's not what it said at all. Take Sun Cup tea and their favorite snack in their bubble and sit next to them. Yep, just quietly. We'll just parallel play here. It's good. We can just share space and time. So we're going to have a chicken hat and a turkey hat. And their favorite blanket. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part, right? Absolutely. second. I just realized that my pronouns extension isn't working. This is not the one that I'm used to. Hold on. I mean, cool, there's more of them, but this is not it, and I want to be... No, that's it. Okay. I think this is weird. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it doesn't work on mobile, which is unfortunate. Yeah, no, that was the right one. Okay. It had apparently logged me out, which I'm not surprised by. I think I had to delete a bunch of my cache and cookies not that long ago because I was having technical difficulties with some stuff, so... let's see. I guess we'll see if that works. I don't know why it's still not showing it for me, but it should by now. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. Oh well, I'll have to live. I don't usually reference it while I'm streaming anyways, because I use the native chat in OBS is like the primary one that I look at. I've got other browser-based ones, like up on my dashboard or my other monitor, but usually the one I'm looking at is the one that's in OBS, and that one doesn't have the extension. I could technically port in the chat from the browser, and that would have it, but I've never done it. I try and keep things as minimal as I can, but... So I usually don't use it anyways, and I either just remember people's pronouns or use the neutral ones. So, I think I feel more secure when I have my comfort coat ready, so that'll be nice. It should be soon. Oh, nice! It's nice that everybody has a little way of feeling safe. Like, I've heard other people are like, yeah, like, that's one of the reasons why I always wear, like, hoodies. That's how I feel safe and secure, is when I'm in a hoodie, so even if it's warm, you'll often see me wearing one. You know, and it's nice to see that people are finding ways of taking care of themselves like that. And that they're also being open about talking about it. I love that our community is getting more and more open about talking about these kind of things and realizing it's so normal for us, because we finally found places where we can talk about these things with other people and it's totally normal, right? That's one of the things that I love about the Makers and Community section. It's not so much that there's a lot more neurodivergent people in the Makers and Crafters section. It's just that because there's so many more kind and empathetic people in the Makers and Crafters section than is elsewhere in Twitch, where there's more toxicity. that people are more willing to talk about it and be open-minded to it, I think, in the arts and community section because of that. Well, I think we've hit the first one where it takes me way longer than I should to get a Soot Sprite done because I'm just all about making it look right. I really want weighted stuffy, but most of them I have seen so far are scented and I have allergies, so I can't do scents. Oh, that's unfortunate, yeah. Yeah, it's so nice how much more I accepted it now is, except I don't feel nearly as associated as I did most of my life, right? Like Twitch has done so much for me in that way. Like, I have a sense of community that I've never had before, and I'm finding, like, friends that I never would have found. Yeah. It's been damn fun. Though, to be honest, I think there might also be more neurodivergent people around here. It's pretty common for creatives. It's true, like, and I'm not saying that that's not a part of it. I just think that also creatives in general are more willing to talk about it and be accepting and tolerant of it, even if they're not divergent themselves. Alright, where is my chicken? Okay. Let's put a beak on this chicken. Use a nice light orange. I mean, it's lavender, which typically I do okay with, but it depends on how strong it is. Yeah, and lavender is one of those ones that hangs around for a while. Like, it'll get really faint pretty quickly. If it's genuine lavender scented, it will fade quickly, but there'll be a mild scent that hangs around for a long time. And the fake scent of lavender, I feel like it never goes away. And it's too perfumey and awful. Though it seems strange if no one is making allergy-friendly ones. Yeah, it's true. Like, I'm sure they're out there. They're just not as common. Okay, that's pretty good. We're gonna put like a little wattle on it because it looks a little duck-like right now. A lot of the cuckoos have them anyway, so that'll be fine. Oh, I didn't put the wing on. I should have done that before I started working the red. Oh well, I'll just change my guts. I don't think so. It's like literally in the beads. It's stuff with, ew. Okay. There are some out there, but they're bigger and more expensive than I want to pay for stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Understandably. I was astonished a while ago when my partner told me he preferred the lavender scent out of all the cheap soaps we buy because it's less sharp than the others. Oh, interesting. I always find that the fake lavender smell is like too flowery. Like it's amped up because natural lavender is actually quite mild, right? And I feel like a lot of times they just totally like amp it up in the fake smell to make it smell more floral than it does naturally. Yeah. So I don't know if it's sharper than the others personally, except the rose one, but I feel like that's not enough to mind. Yeah, rose is another one that I find, like, because roses actually have a very subtle scent naturally, that they amplify it and it becomes horribly fake because they've had to amplify it because it's naturally subtle. There we go. Now it already looks more chicken-like. Alright, let's make the comb. Meeting time! Extra deep lurk for the next hour or so. Oh, you have had, like, the worst luck at work lately. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy not phone time. For both of them, yeah. Alright. We have one holding a chicken? Why do I feel like... It must be the business chickens. I'm like, why does this feel so familiar to have made before? It must be the business chickens. It looks so good. Okay, I'm going to change my finger cuts. You're a chicken, duck. Well, it definitely looks more like a chicken right now. Bye-bye, red finger cuts. Let's give you a wing. Wow! Nightbot, my goodness. Alright, we need a teeny tiny little chicken eye. Where's my itty bitty dotting tool? is my itty bitty darling pool. There you are. Okay. Ooh, tiny, nice land. Who gave Nightbot Jenny's Red Bull, right? There we go. We have a chicken-headed sooty and a Lego sooty. Alright, what else are we doing today? I need to remember to make myself a button for my raid calls, so I don't struggle to copy and paste my own stinking raid calls when I go to raid anymore. And I know I can do it pretty quickly, I just keep forgetting to. Speaking of blankets and comfort stuff and such, I abruptly developed an aversion to synthetic blankets last year, and it's so inconvenient. That's most of mine, including the nicest ones. Oh no! Oh no! I don't know what I would do. Like, everything is synthetic these days. Okay. Alright, so, what was the chicken hat number? Nope, rubber chicken. Did Empress already get it? Is that what happened? I thought there was still here. That's the mop. Chicken hat, 42? Right, 42. We picked that one on purpose. Why did... Oh, maybe because it's all one word? I did... Oh, you did you edited... Blah, 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 blah. You deleted it. Okay, perfect. That explains why I cannot find it. Alright, excellent. Yes. 42 on the list is now topped with a red mushroom. Okay. So, or with a red topped mushroom. So, alright, so we're gonna do, not Empress, me, I did it. Good job. Excellent, friend, thank you. I'm kind of hoping it feels better again when I get well enough to wash stuff more often. I know the dust aversion is a factor. Fair enough, that can definitely be tricky. I have been struggling with, like, getting a couple of our blankets washed, too, because they're too heavy for my home washing machine, and so I have to actually take them out to, like, a commercial laundering service, and, like, that's just impossible for me to execute on. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, just randomly goes for a minute. Because we've got a couple of, like, those really big, like, Sherpa-lined fur ones. And, I mean, it's all faux fur, of course, but they're really heavy when they absorb water. Like, super heavy, so my washing machine just can't handle them. So, that's a problem. No worries, no worries, no worries. Okay, so, Ghosty's in the studio. Yeah, apparently turning off my lights. I think the lights are just kind of dying, to be honest. It takes me a couple of tries to get it to turn on. They're actually old lights that I repurposed, so I don't know. We're gonna let them go as long as they have. This is actually the only house I've ever lived in where I've not experienced a lot of weird paranormal stuff. Every other house I've lived in my entire life, there was always something weird going on. There has been, like, none of that here. Okay, so we're gonna do with a saxophone. We're gonna struggle to condition some gold clay, I think, but we're gonna do it because I don't have a new pack. Do I have a new pack of gold clay? Like I did with the silver? Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna... No, this is the same stuff, so this will be about the same. This isn't Fimo, so I should be able to condition this okay. Without too much problem. We know, we heard the toilet paper story, right? The ghost that stole the toilet paper. And, like, the time where I was in the basement and I could see something out of the corner of my eye up the stairs, like a silhouette, but everything that conceivably could move in the house was out of the house or in the basement with me. And the time when my boyfriend at the time was sleeping on my couch at night. He needed some place to stay for one night, so he was staying on our couch. I was like 17 at the time. And he has told the story where literally a ghost in a dapper suit with like a pocket watch just came and sat in the armchair and watched him sleep. That one was pretty creepy. Yeah. I never saw anything with that kind of clarity. Like, I only saw, like, the silhouette, like, up the stairs kind of thing. But, others had witnessed much more elaborate things in my home when I was a kid. Fair enough. Someone passed away in the house? Yeah. Like, the house that I grew up in was part of, as far as we could tell from records, part of a single family's homestead. And so, like, all of the neighbors in my, like, immediate neighborhood had a lot of the exact same stories. And so we're pretty sure it was all the same family that was haunting our neighborhood. And because that was their homestead. Where I live now has been cornfields for generations. So I don't think that there was much of anything weird happening here. Because there just isn't much happening here. In the house that the apartment that I lived in for like 10 years, was built in 1860, and it was in like one of the older ends of town, so there had to be stuff going on around there, you know? Gotta head to the dentist. See you. No problem, Struble. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, friend. I've been going on when... I've been in houses where stuff was going on, and I notice absolutely none of it. I have that, too. I've definitely done that one, too. You say that, Kiki, but don't go drawing baseball diamond in your backyard. Okay, just saying. Well, there are no longer cornfields around here at all. They are all gone. It has all been developed, so... But yes, no cornfields. We used to, when I was a kid, we would actually play, like, manhunt in these cornfields. We'd, like, essentially play, like, hide-and-seek tag. And we called it manhunt. And I had friends that who lived not that far from here, because I lived in a slightly different part of town when I was growing up. But I had friends who lived effectively across the street and up a few. And, but Dad! Yeah, no cornfields here. No baseball diamonds here. Actually, I don't even think... No, there's a soccer field. And I think one of the schools has an actual baseball diamond, so technically one of the part of this, what used to be cornfields, does in fact have a baseball diamond. I didn't need to make it. It existed on its own. There's also a very large soccer field. It's got like 4 or 5 soccer pitches. It might even have a baseball diamond. I'm not totally sure. I can't remember for sure if they have one baseball diamond at the sports park. Oh well. I don't remember. Clearly I don't go there very often. Alright, let's make a saxophone. Alright. There is no Z in saxophone. Okay. I can't type. Alright. Soccer field, yes. Let's get David Beckham and Andre Messier. Messy? Messy? Out of retirement. We could try. We actually also now have enclosed tennis courts not far from my house. So the one park a little ways up the street had a lot of like green space. It was like a huge field in this park. And like 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say they put in tennis courts, which I guess did well enough that they've now put like one of like those inflatable domes over it. There really is no saxophone. We have just about everything else in the brass section, but no saxophone. There is, so for musical instruments, we have a tuba, a bassoon, a sousaphone, a trombone, a trumpet, a flute, a clarinet, an alto clarinet, an electric guitar, an axe-style electric guitar, a snare drum, a majorette. I think that's it for music. Yeah. But yeah. No, no saxophone. Not yet. That is really everything but. Yeah, we've got through a lot of the band section. Yeah, we've got pretty much the entire marching band. I think we even have a French horn. Did I say French horn? Yeah, we got a French horn too. Because I remember we also learned the difference between a tuba and a sousaphone on stream. Because the first one, I'm like, oh, it's a tuba, cool, I'm going to make a marching tuba. Because I think that that one will be a little easier to make and a little bit more identifiable. And then I was very quickly corrected that that is a sousaphone. And I'm like, sweet, I learned something today. Because my school band didn't march, so we didn't have a sousaphone. We had regular tubas and baritones. Where's the one in between sizes? Oh, that it? That is it. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I learned the distinction that day, but I'm not sure which is which. The sousaphone is like the marching band one that like wraps around the body a little bit. And the tuba is the one that just sits on your lap and is a big old bell instrument. So there's the bass part of our saxophone. trying not to go overboard with getting the shaping of this right, but I'm being a little particular. They just march with tubas here. Our band marched once, but I think we were all on a float. There was one time we did actually march, and our tubas just marched. Most of the times when we were in polite parades, we just got a great big old flatbed truck, and we're towed along. So... They just march with tubas. And I don't know if I've ever seen a sousaphone in person. I don't think I ever have either. I'm trying to think. I think some of the other school bands in the region have sousaphones, but I don't really remember. I've never really remembered, so. Because one of the school bands here does march. They are, in fact, a marching band. Whereas the school I went to, we were mostly an orchestra, so. I think they have straps for them, though, but I didn't hang out with the tuba kids. Fair enough. Yeah, I think they have straps for them, too. Absolutely. Anything could work with the strap if you do it right. All right, let's put some keys on this saxophone. I'm actually going to put these with a little liquid Sculpey just because this clay is not very tacky. I think it'll need it a little bit. Like a marching harness. Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. Pretty sure even a sousaphone would still need a marching harness too. Because it is still a heavy piece of equipment. Needs a bunch of smaller keys. Okay. Come on. So the problem is that when I roll them, they always end up a little long and less round, just because it's such tiny pieces, and I need them round to be able to flatten into them. But it's not working out very well right now. They're not agreeing with me very much. Such tiny pieces of clay, being a pain in my butt. Not ideal, but I'm just going to go straight to putting these right on. Alright, that seems pretty good. And then we'll just put a little black mouthpiece on. And we'll be pretty good. Alright, and there we go. We have a saxophone. Technically, that's only 3. Because this one didn't actually get finished before. And now he gets a saxophone. Okay, so you're going to have to be holding your saxophone. Because clearly this is a very large instrument in front of your face. I thought the oval was an egg. No! It was just there. Although, you know what? We could do one with an egg. Alright, there's our saxophone. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Yes. We do have a Craig mug sticker. But no egg sticker. Make it an egg! I like it. We'll do an egg. I like when things are simple and come together quickly and easily. But I also like when I get to have a lot of fun with fun. No, that is weird. Okay, hold on. I couldn't find my flattener, so I used a round tool, and now they look funny. Oh no. I should have known that that was going to happen. Oh no, and we're now in an ad. Oh no! Good news, people are only seeing me, or missing me make my mistake, or clean up my mistakes. Oh, of course, and I promptly just spilled the ISO all over the place. I'm gonna make this eyeball bigger now. There we go. That helps make up for the weird shape of it. We did have Chicken Hat. Yes, Deb was on top of updating the list. Okay. Let's make this slightly more egg-shaped. Ooh, can we put a deviled egg on the list? I would like to make that. That would be fun. Alright, so there is our egg. So which came first? The chicken or the egg? And now we are officially at 4 down. I'm going to put this gold away because I really don't expect to use it again. Alright. Hi, Kim! But it's just an egg with horns and a tail. Well, then we'll have a deviled egg and a deviled egg. I put deviled, and do another one, but do deviled in quotes. And that will be my distinction of I'm doing a deviled egg or I'm doing a devil egg. Hello, Kim. How are you today, my friend? All right. Okay, what did we say we were doing for this one? We said we already had a plan for this one, didn't we? Or am I losing my mind already? I can't remember if someone had selected the next city or not. I forgot to enter the room appropriately. Kim. You are a delight. You're cozy and kind and so fucking good at your art. My aspiration for you is that you are safe, happy, healthy, and at peace for a long, full life. Oh, Kim, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. And I'm sorry I have been a bad mod who have not been around as much as I should be for you lately. Okay. Deviled egg. Okay, perfect. Now, did we decide what we were going to do? Because those were just us checking to see if we had them. Okay. We did the saxophone. We've deleted saxophone. Okay. Who wants to pick the next city? I give a lot of snark, so this place is a good balance for me. I love it. I love that. I need to snark in your channel more. I need to practice my snark. Oh. I'm bad at snark because I'm always afraid that I'm kind of overdoing it and accidentally being mean. I don't want to be mean, but I'm afraid that I do that sometimes. Okay. I picked the sack so someone else needs to. Okay, who wants to exclamation city? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. I think I can do this. Pretty much what I need to do is do like a yellow V-neck and some red hair, I think is kind of the way to go. And then if I put it with... I kind of want to do this one because I feel like it will round out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that we've got, right? You think you'll pass? You think that'll pass? Also, roast beef and provolone sandwich was delicious. It was. You gotta release it and trust the snark first. Fair enough. I think that'll pass. Me feeling like I'm being mean. I don't know if that'll pass. Alright. So let's find this yellow tunic. I've got this color which is pretty... Actually, this is almost bang on for the color that I need. The April City idea will pass. But if I can do it now, I never have to worry about it again. we're gonna April O'Neil this one. We're gonna give it a try. Like I said, I think if I do like a V-neck shirt, maybe I can put a pocket on it. Maybe. I don't know if I have enough space for that. And then, yeah, give her like some red hair. Some auburn hair. Hello! Hey! Welcome on in, Classic Ben! I disagree, but thank you. This is Sigma. I love it. Well, thank you. Hello, Sigma. The, Ted on the Zaza. Yeah, thanks, Ben. We're gonna just, you know, maybe that's not the nice way to do that. Thanks. Thanks, Deb. We don't need that here. We're positive people. It's okay, Kim. All right. Oh, that's my fast band hammer, by the way. Don't be mean to my streamer. Like, ban! We sure don't tolerate negativity. Not that kind of negativity, anyways. I think that's like the first true troll I've had come in. Dead fast on the draw to protect us. Oh, what a wonderful warm fuzzy. I love it. I surprised myself with how fast I did that. You did great. That was excellent. Deep plunging neckline for April here. Even with mobile delay. All good. But does a sooty have a neck? Not totally. Deep plunging sooty line. My brain was sure the yellow would be a taco. Well, I'm pretty sure this is the yellow I did use for the tacos. So that makes some sense. Alright, let's see if I can put like a little pocket on her shirt. I think that will help. Like if we can put like the cargo pockets. We don't have a taco sooty? We don't have a taco sooty, do we? Well, that needs to go on the list. We do have a spork. Oh, we didn't delete spork from the list, though. Oh, that's sticker. Yes. I did get the stickers all updated, so... Okay, there's one little pocket. So I would like to point out now that there are now 257 stickers on the list. Right now it looks like a sooty in a taco. Well, hopefully when we give her some auburn hair, it looks a little less like a sooty in a taco. Although that is a good one. We need a sooty with a taco, and one as a sooty in a taco. Holy buckets, Batman. Charcoal and dust flavored. Ew. So she's got some pockets. Whee! What are we adding? Aww. That's so sweet of you. What would you like to put up, Deb? Well, we'll sticker up the display. Okay, and then, so now we need, like, the auburn hair. So I've got this, and I can add just a touch of red into it, and I think that that will auburn it up enough. Wonder Woman, please. Sounds excellent. We will definitely put up the Wonder Woman sticker. Ba, 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 ba. There is our Wonder Woman. Boink. Thank Thank you, Deb and Empress, for giving me sooties. The sooty in the cap, in the baseball cap? Yeah. It's good. It's very good. Yep. We have, so we have now one with a green book with a Soot Sprite on it, which was a Little Hunter's request from my birthday stream. The baseball cap and in a t-shirt. So there are lots of them running around now. I think I need to lighten this a little bit. I think this is still a little dark. It should be lighter. Oh, you got back into weaving. That's cool. I continued to get into puzzles this weekend. I finished another puzzle last week that I'll be able to mount up on the wall. I have it like, what's the word? I have it, Mod Podged and like solid, but I haven't had a chance to like get it on mounted onto a backing and stuff like that and get it up on my wall yet. I think I'm actually going to start over with this. This is way too dark and it's going to take too much to lighten up. So I'm going to start with like this color and add in a touch of red and a touch of brown and try to get an auburn that way. What are we weaving? Are we doing like baskets? Or are we doing like fabric weaving? I really would love to get into like loom weaving. Like that looks just so neat to me. And like fiber arts and doing like patterns and like almost like painting in yarn in weaving. Like that looks so cool to me. If you have pics, please feel free to drop them in the Discord. I want to get back into showing off stuff on Discord when people drop them in there. Was real busy for a while on stream and I just like not busy, but like brain busy, and like I just couldn't transition myself to doing it for a little bit, but we're gonna get back into showing that off. Okay, this is a little bit more pink and a little less auburn. I can fix that, though. You know what, I should have done it with orange and not red. That's where my problem was. Putting a pic up in Discord. You let me know when it's there and I'll pop it up. This is random, but this is the tiniest bottle of ranch dressing. Really? Tiny bottles of ranch dressing. Why is it so tiny? Let's see. Oh, that is not my own Discord. Go into your own Discord, Kiki. Go into your own Discord. Okay. That is... Okay, perfect. Okay. Ooh, cool. Okay, hold on. Do. I don't have a button for this. I need to make a button for this. There it is. Okay. Look at these. That's cool. Do you have, like, actually, I'm trying to click on it, but I'm in the wrong bloody window. Like, you've got, like, a whole loom and everything. Nice. Cool. I'm jealous. I really want to get a loom. I've been actually looking at, like, all sorts of, like, looms on Pinterest, looming things. It comes up across my feed so often, because I really would love to have, like, a loom. I think it's the coolest thing. Is there twice? Yes. Just what we got with our salad last. It's an 8-ounce bottle, but it's itty-bitty. That's interesting. Because, like, usually you wouldn't get dressing in something that size. You get it in, like, a packet or something. So it's really weird that it's in, a bottle. Weaving a table runner out of an old co-worker's deceased husband's t-shirts. Oh, that's sweet. I'm assuming that that was more or less like a commission type thing for them. That's sweet. Alright, I feel like this is not right. I cannot get this color right, and it's irritating me. I think this is going to be as close as I'm going to get it after I get this orange in, because it's just not going to turn out too right. It should have been, but I'm not experienced enough, so fair enough. But I mean, that's why I said type thing. Like, I mean, generally, if it's for someone passing away, a lot of the times it's not the kind of thing someone would pay for. That's why but I mean, it was a special request kind of thing. But that's a really, really nice thing. I asked her if I could do it. Oh, that's nice. Alright. Alright, so this is actually not horrible. Okay, alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna give our April O'Neil some hair. He's been passed for 3 years, so it's about damn time I get some work done on it. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Alright. So let's do the main hair first. Right, like... it's kind of like curly on the sides a little bit. That's too much hair. I mean, I know that this is like 90s hair, but we don't need that much hair. Alright, so there is April O'Neil to go with it. I love it. I love it. I definitely need to change my finger cuts after that, though. Okay. I also need, because I forgot to do it when the last ad was running, I need to take a bio break. So I'm going to take a quick break, and then I will come back, and we will start with the next one. If someone hasn't already, would you mind deleting April from the list while I take a quick break? I'll be right back. we are back. Thank you very much for deleting that for me. Okay. Alright. This guy makes food on Fridays as a side gig, and when you order salad, which is loaded, it gets a whole bottle of whatever dressing you ask for. Oh, that's cool! Alright, so we have April O'Neil. Alright, what was the other one that came up instead of April, but we then did April anyways? It was... with a baby sooty. Right, let's do that one. So I think to make the baby sooty stand out, we're going to need to swaddle it, because otherwise it'll just be black on black and it'll be really tough to see. In green, ooh, I like it. I like it. We're going to run out of this green. I'm going to have to figure out a way to blend more of it. I love that we have a color. I might have to, like, change my logo to be this green now. Alright. Alright. Green is a gender neutral color. I meant to add that as a question mark, sorry. Sure. I mean, frankly, I don't really specifically assign that myself, but I think gender is, or green is, one of those ones that is definitely considered to be more gender neutral. I think, I agree, I don't think it's the whole as strong as it used to be. Also, did you know that, like, historically, in, like, Victorian times, the colors were reversed. Pink was traditionally used with boys, and blue was traditionally used for girls. It's a much more modern thing that it's the other way around. Alright. Let's put eyes on our sooty. And the funny thing is, my brain didn't even go to, hey, that's a neutral color. My brain went to, hey, that's our green. It's true. And I mean, there are some places where it's worse than others. Little Hunter, because we always bought Little Hunter clothes in both the boys and girls sections when they were much younger. One, because we wanted, didn't want to necessarily impose a specific gender on them in terms of their clothing, but also because, I mean, we also didn't want to just limit ourselves. There was lots of perfectly cute boys and girls stuff that my infant baby, who does not need to be gendered in their clothing, could wear. So we did also get a lot of misgendering of Little Hunter because we bought both boys and girls clothes. But, you're gonna be hella confused until my baby is born because everything is gonna be purple. Hey, whatever. Give your baby that color that you love, and that's all that matters. Okay. She has a sweatshirt in this color, maybe a boy. Fair enough. Yeah, right? That's a pretty blue, though. Alright, and here's our baby Sooty. Right, like tiny. And then we take this little baby Sooty. Don't really need to give it the fuzz lines all the way around because most of it's going to be hidden in the swaddle. That should do. Okay. There is no baby, there is no partner, so you have a long time to... Yeah, we knew that... I knew that you didn't mean that there was one on the way. I think we would have gotten an announcement by now if that was what was happening. I've had her in that sweatshirt with a bow in her hair, and she was called a boy. Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right. Trying to take out some of this clay underneath because this is going to fold down and that's the clay that I'd like to use and I don't want to have too much of a buildup of extra clay. But I want the swaddle to look pretty nice. Alright, so far so good. A little off there. Right, good, okay. And then we give two little tiny eyes on the baby. I love how you're legit swaddling. I know she did better, it still gets me. Fair enough. I mean, you know what? And that's totally valid if it still gets to you. Oh, that's a good drop. Nice. Alright, itty bitty baby sooty eyes. Little Hunter's gonna love this one. Okay, and then itty bitty dots. There we go. Itty bitty baby sooty. There we go, with a baby sooty. Excellent. Okay, here, I'm going to show you that one closer because those eyes are tiny. Itty bitty baby sooty. There's our saxophone close up too. and April O'Neil. All right. Adorable. Cute. Okay. All right. What are we doing next? We've got time for at least one, if not two more. This was not our most productive day, but that's okay. They can't all be like 10 plus city days, right? I'm biased, but the Lego Breck is still my fave. Cool. I am excellently. I'm very happy with the Doctor Who scarf. Okay. That one's going to be a little bit of work. Which is totally fine. Today's a good day to get in some of the ones that are a little bit of work, right? Okay. Okay. All right. Nah, she'll nail it. Thank you. If I didn't shy away from April O'Neil, I'm not gonna shy away from the Doctor Who scarf. Besides, it'll draw Agent in to actually say hello. I know he's busy in a meeting, but, You are so artistically... Oh, that is so sweet. I don't think of myself that way. So I appreciate that others think of me that way. Listen, I'm just throwing out random numbers and seeing what pops. There's no method to my madness today. That's okay. Sometimes that is the best way to do things. We all know that random is the best sometimes. We all love things that are totally weird and random. So why not make that our method? Okay, alright, so we're gonna do the Tom Baker scarf. So we need yellows. Actually, that April O'Neil yellow works really well. And there's like a khaki green and like a cream. I think I'm just gonna skip the one cream color. There's a little gray, there's a little red, there's a little like a merlot-y purple. I've hit the halfway point. Oh, nice! Thanks! That's good to know. Yeah, I should have, by Wednesday, all of the cities up in the nebula and a new Soot Sprite photo pic, done. I don't know whether or not I'll have these edited for stickers by Wednesday, but I'm hoping to. I don't have anything else I think that I need to get done tomorrow, so I should be able to photograph and edit these tomorrow without too much of a problem. It's not quite that warm here yet today. It's going to get that warm tomorrow. Today it is, let's see, what is it outside right now? Where I am. It is 8 degrees. But it's going to get up a little bit warmer today. Tomorrow we're getting up to like 17, but it's also going to be raining, so. Oh, they're only calling for 14 now, but that's okay. And then Thursday's down to -1 again, and then we're back up into like 8 and 11. It's a really weird week this week. So today it's supposed to be like a high of like 9, and it'll probably get a little higher than that. And then it's Tuesday is 14 rainy, 13 and rainy Wednesday. Thursday -1, Friday 8, Saturday 11, Sunday 15, Monday 17. Like just Thursday is just ridiculously gonna be cold again. Yesterday was really cold. Yesterday was like -15 with wind chill. It was yucky. What are you doing, Marshmallow? I could probably actually put up the window cam now. I couldn't earlier today because the wind, like, it was in the morning. The window, like glares in that window and you can't see anything. It washes everything out. I'm going outside on the deck when we're done. It's sunny, so I'll bake for a few minutes on purpose. That is wonderful. I am so happy that we're getting some spring weather. I was definitely feeling very winter, like cabin fevery recently. So I'm quite happy that that we're getting a little better. Okay, so I need like the khaki green. Oh dear. Yes. Please tell me that's not how cold it is where you are, Locke. No. Okay, good.
Fuck off, Locke. Fuck off.
Yeah, that is the appropriate use right there. Alright, and then what other colors do we need? I think I'm gonna need to use... because there's like 2 different shades of yellow. One is more of a tan. I can do that. I can do a tan. Fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty close to what I've got going on here, so... Okay, I've got the khaki, and I need, like, the Merlot red and, like, the Merlot purple. Okay, and I'm going to mix in just a touch of this red. So I'm going to use this red, and I'm going to mix a little of this same red into the purple to deepen this a little, because the purple is a little bit more, a little deeper than what this is. I'll bake for you all, too. Alright. I'm gonna get some sunshine when I go outside this afternoon, so I think I'm good on that front. Oh, we have a marshmallow. It's not so bad as long as I keep the blinds down. If the blinds was up, you would definitely be still getting glare. Of course, with the trees in the sun position, by the time I get out, I won't be in the sun long. You know what? That's okay. Sometimes you only need a few minutes, right? Like we've talked before about anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. Standing outside in the sunshine for 2 or 3 minutes is enough when going for a walk or going outside for, you know, a stroll kind of thing feels impossible. Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly, if that's what you need to do it. Not that that's exactly what you were doing, but I'm just saying, it reminds me of that kind of thing. You know what I mean. That's why I said like a stroll type thing. Yeah, standing or going outside for a few minutes. Yes, okay, alright. So those are like the main colors, right? There's like... oh, there's a little bit of gray that I need still. Gray I can do. Do I? Yes, I do have this. Okay. I'm just going to clean up my fingers. Yes, and she knows I changed the kit. Marshmallow was particularly being a cat today. So I get up this morning, Hunter comes down the stairs, she's like, so, Marshmallow goes into my room at 3 o'clock in the morning with a fish with a bell on it and proceeds to, like, drop it on my head. Someone really wanted to play at 3 o'clock this morning, apparently. Hi. We already had our mellow moment this morning before I got started. You were kind enough to vacate before I started this morning. This is not currently her plan, though. She is right here. Hi. Yes. Look at you getting kitty glitter and everything, huh? You're in my workspace. I love you, but you're in my workspace. If I let you groom me for a minute, will you relocate? I'm looking my hair right out of my elastic. Alright. Alright, so there are our colors to make our scarf out of. You are sitting on my blade, aren't you? Hi. Yep. Yep. I'm actually reaching for a blade, and because you're sitting on mine. But, here we go. Welcome to the stream, friends, where my cat grooms me for way more time than I should ever be okay with. Hi, Tanner, welcome in. This is not... Thank you for the mellow bomb. The sooty with the green blob. This is the sooty with the baby sooty. And then that's the sooty with the Lego, but I think you're referencing, meaning this one. This is the sooty with the Lego. And guess what we're making now? What do these colors remind you of, Agent? That we know has been on the list for a long time. Yes, we are scarfing. It is. This is the Tom Baker scarf that we're doing right now. For the city. Oh my gosh, Kat. Okay. Can I get to work? The look on her face is like, what are you doing, Mom? Like, no. Okay, alright. Alright, so I'm going to move these off to the side a little bit to give myself some room to work. Bye, Marshmallow! Alright, clearly this isn't going to be, like, exact, but we get the point. feel like that's probably going to be a little too wide. It probably needs to be a little more like that wide. So that probably makes the sections more like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to randomly pick pieces and work with them from there. So in no particular order. I'll probably like straight trim the edges afterwards. Gonna make peanut butter and jelly for lunch. Still sick, but Tom Baker scarf! Yeah! Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Tattered. That's unfortunate.
Fuck off, Luck. Fuck off.
Pork balls and joints for lunch. Let's go. Oh, look, I'm definitely better today than I was all weekend, so there's improvement. Yummy, crunchy, or creamy, and what jam? Oh, goodness. Is it jam or jelly? And is it grape? I'm not totally sure what I'm having today for lunch because I have not had a whole lot of appetite most of this weekend, so. The concentration, yeah, I guess I am going at it pretty hard. PP&J obviously meant Punk Bowl and Joyce, yes. Look, of course. Alright, okay, so... I'm mostly trying to make sure I'm getting a decent balance of colors. Okay. Actually, there's some really good sized chunks of green, so I'm gonna double that up a little. That looks amazing. I'm glad. I'm kind of just winging it. Like, I'm not really following the actual pattern. I'm just kind of ballparking it as I go. Like, I've got what appears to actually be a guide of the scarf up, but I'm just ballparking it. Okay. Oh, weird. That's not cool. Nightbot, not cool. Autocorrect, not cool. Alright, I think that's probably more than enough scarf. I think that this is probably more than enough scarf. So, let's just all try and get it together. And then as it turns out, this is the last scarf we're doing for the day. It does have some fringes on the end, and I will do those in a tan once I get this on. Oh, poop. We have an ad roll. Okay, well, we'll have to live with that until it's done. But land announcements aren't coming up. Okay, weird. Okay, I will figure that out a little later. I need sticky notes or something. Here we go. I have that one. So... Alright. Damn it, Nightbot. Hey, there you go. That's a good drop. But I don't know why it's not listed. Like, yeah, not by a whole lot, but wow, yeah. It's pretty close. Alright. So let's put eyes on this Soot Sprite, and then we'll put the scarf on. And I am going to cut the scarf down so it's really just coming from the side. I'm not going to wrap it all the way around. I don't think that that will work out so well. Agent innocent, always. I don't want this Soot Sprite to have weird sized eyes. Eyes, not eyes. Kiki is tongue-tied. What else is new? Now, if I could just convince others of my innocence. Well, you fooled me, Agent. I feel like a very wide-eyed Tom Baker seems right. I gotta stop throwing up my tissues. I need those still. Okay. Alright, so here's the scarf. That looked really cool. And I'm gonna do this side just because it looks better, I think. Where it was pushed flat. Okay, so... Oh yeah, it's really draped more, isn't it? Well, I guess it's probably good to have one that goes right around the top, but for the most part, it's draped. In big loops. So watch this. Watch this. Oops, oh no!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! I'm trying to make an optical illusion of it being wrapped around, but it does not want to bend. It just wants to separate from the other piece. Okay. And then this is a really... There, so it looks like it's wrapped around a whole bunch, but it's really just wrapped around a little bit. There we go. There is our Tom Baker scarf. Sooty. I like it. All right. And I don't think it needs fringe because of how wrapped around it is, right? We don't really see an end. This is absolutely the best thing ever. I am so glad. All right, there we go. And there is Tom Baker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, that's not bad today, considering we did some really tricky ones today, because, like, these 3 are all pretty, well, these 4 here were all pretty tricky, right? April O'Neil took some figuring out. That took some work. That took some work. Chicken Hat takes work. But Chicken Hat turned out really good, too. So I'm quite happy. We had a really productive day. Alright, let's tidy up a wee bit. And then we will find a friend. Okay. Orange. Alright, good stuff. I always make a point of cleaning up before I raid out, because once I raid out, chances are I'm not gonna do the cleaning. The cleaning needs to happen before I'm done. Thankfully, it does not take a ton of time to tidy up. So, like, get the cleanup song and start playing it at the end of stream, eh? Alright. Cool. There we go. We're halfway there. Whoa! Kiki's halfway there. Hunter would be so proud. Okay. Hunter, like, turns everything into song like that, so Hunter would be proud. Okay, so the Tom Baker scarf. Did we delete the Tom Baker scarf off the list? Because I'm not even sure how we worded it. Whether we worded it Doctor Who or whether we worded it... I don't see it on the list, so I think you guys must have gotten it already. Alright, I think you guys are ahead of me. Excellent. Okay, excellent. Alright, so who are we gonna go and be friends with today? Oh, you know what? Let's go see Ariella. We haven't gone to visit Ariella in a while. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, Kiki's on a chair.
Fuck off, Locke. Fuck off.
But that's like the one that you would expect, right? You would expect... Empress has added more to her custom raid call. Thank you for dropping the raid calls. Can we get the, yeah, we did get the sub, or the regular one as well. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Alright. Alright. Big banner ads for TwitchCon Europe. I don't, like, just showing up everywhere. Okay, friends. Alright, so we are going to... Excellent. Okay. There it is. Alright, so we are going to go and raid Ariella Studies. I'm going to open my little page. I need to make buttons. I really do. On my raid thing, on my buttons. See you guys on Wednesday. We'll be back with more Soot Sprites. I didn't like the licking next to the butt. Good call. Good call. What do you think? I think we need to make the derp one an emote too. What do we think? I think maybe the derp one needs to become an emote. So I think I might add that as well shortly. Alright, friends. We'll see you all very soon. We'll see you on Wednesday back at 10 a.m. Thank you for being here, friends, and just generally having fun shenanigans with me. I always appreciate it. Derp equals emote. Okay. I love it. I will see you guys Wednesday. Take care, friends. Bye-bye!